Hello, I'm Ty Mason of the DiabetesCouncil.com, researcher, writer, and I have type 2 diabetes. I want to emphasize that my perspective is coming from one with type 2 and not type 1 diabetes. Our channel is primarily for those with type 2 diabetes and pre-diabetes. Today, I want to answer the question, what are the risk factors for getting pre-diabetes? After you watch the video today, I invite you to check out the description box for my new ebook. This is one of the most comprehensive diabetes meal planning books you'll find anywhere. It contains diabetes-friendly meals and recipes for different goals such as 800 to 1800 calories per day meal plans, diabetes meal planning and tips and tricks, and there are also tons of diabetes-friendly recipes for everyone. Well, while some risk factors associated with prediabetes may be debated, there is some consensus among many in the medical field on some of those. What I'm going to give you today is a list of risk factors compiled by a group of doctors, dietitians, and researchers for a presentation and later published in article form in Medical News Today. This is a very recent compilation and I feel is very well done. I have long advocated that there is a genetic component to diabetes, and that is becoming more clear in many of the recent research I have done. Many factors can contribute to the development of prediabetes. Increasingly, a link between genetics, family history, and prediabetes has been identified. However, inactivity and excess belly fat are considered to be the most common and influential causes of prediabetes and type 2. Here are some risk factors for prediabetes. They include being overweight or obese. The more fatty tissue that is present, the less sensitive to glucose the cells become. Excess fat around the abdominal region. For women, a waist size over 35 inches is linked to a higher prevalence of prediabetes. For men, a waist size over 40 inches is considered a risk. Age. Prediabetes can develop in anyone of any age, but the risk is thought to rise after the age of 45 years. Diet. Excess carbohydrates, especially sweetened foods or beverages, can impair insulin sensitivity over time. Diets high in red or processed meats are also linked at times to development of prediabetes. Sleep patterns. People with obstructive sleep apnea have an increased risk of developing prediabetes. Family history. Having an immediate relative with type 2 significantly can increase the risk of developing prediabetes. Stress. During periods of stress, the body releases the hormone cortisol into the bloodstream. This raises blood glucose levels. People who experience long-term stress may have Cushing's syndrome, which can cause diabetes. Gestational diabetes. Women who give birth to babies weighing 9 pounds or more may be at a higher risk for prediabetes. Women who develop gestational diabetes during pregnancy and their children are also at a higher risk. Polycystic ovary syndrome. Some women with PCOS are more susceptible to insulin resistance, which can lead to prediabetes or type 2. Ethnicity. The risk of developing prediabetes tends to be higher for African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, Pacific Islanders, and Asian Americans. The reason remains unclear. Metabolic syndrome. When the impact of obesity, high blood pressure, high levels of triglycerides, and low levels of HDL combine, insulin resistance can occur. Metabolic syndrome is defined as the presence of 3 or more conditions that influence metabolism. Don't forget to get my new ebook and please subscribe to our channel so that we can bring you many more videos like this one in the future. I want to thank you so much for watching. I'm Ty Mason.